the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network. As tonight we have the Aces Up Sim Sports Spring 410 Sprint Series right here at Kokomo. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is KR Stolfus. I will be your host for tonight's festivities. They are working this track in just about 5 minutes left in total practice time. However, with that being said, when we cross that 5-minute mark at any moment, this track can be deemed ready. We can send these guys out for qualifying. They do want to kind of have that track worked in just a little bit, so we'll see how far they get before we let them loose. So with that being said, while we do have a moment, let's take a look at our point standings with just 3 races left to go in the season. Tanner Pettit on top of the leaderboard ahead of Tyler Schell. Those two swapping positions from last week. Schell came into last week as the point leader. Now Tanner Pettit leads with just 3 races remaining. Ryan Avila, Aiden Forster, and Timothy Smith round out the top 5 for our points. Those top 5 guys all very close in the standings, and 3 races left. Anything can happen. So guys, let me know who you are rooting for here tonight at Kokomo. Let me know who you are maybe not rooting for. Go ahead and take a look at our speed chart for the moment, as we're getting down to 3 minutes left in practice. Aiden Forster with a 10.27, very fast time out there. Tyler Schell right behind him. Tanner Pettit, Chase Stewart, Connor Dudek make up your top 5. Just 13 drivers have turned a lap in practice. (1425) Sim Sports is rooting for the 49. Ryan Avila 6th on the speed chart. Timmy's gone NASCAR racing. Lost another one. That's all right. Hey, NASCAR racing's where you make the big bucks, so you can go play in the dirt. Right now we have 4 world-class drivers, or world-class licensed drivers, that have earned a practice lap. And right now, Forster, Shell, and Pettit round out the top 3 with that little black license. Ryan Avila sitting in 6th is our 4th black licensed driver. Everyone else is that blue bar or A class. Next week, hope you all will join me as we get down to the nitty-gritty of this season. Next week, we will be at Knoxville. Very famous racetrack. A lot of laps turned around there. And then our season will conclude at the dirt track at Charlotte. As the timer ticks down, 40 seconds to go here. And then we roll into qualifying. We'll see who can come away with the fastest lap time. Looks like we're gonna end up with 2 heat races on the night, so it is going to be a quick evening. Very quick race here, nothing wrong with that. Get in, get out. Cheer for your driver now because, well, it's gonna go quick. 10-second lap times here at Kokomo. 10 laps for the heat races, 35 for the feature. So it's 55 laps in total, about ready to come your way. And at about 10 seconds a lap, we're gonna be here for 55 hours. As you take the 55 laps times 10, and it's 55, wait, no. I can't do math, that's okay. All right, so qualifying coming up next. So while these guys begin to roll out, let's see who our first one on the speedway is going to be. And it looks like Wyatt Schuart gonna be the first one to roll out. Schuart in that number 1 WS. Schuart taking a line right through the middle. Got some good fluff there. And Schuart across the line is one of our first drivers to post a time at 11.56. And can he improve? And he does with an 11.47. So with that being said, guys, we're gonna step away for the national anthem. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with heat race number 1.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as heat race number 1 is taking to the grid. So let's get right into our starting lineup for this one. 7 drivers gonna battle it out for the starting lineup for the inside row of tonight's A main. Tanner Pettit, Ryan Avila on the front row for heat race number 1. Row number 2 gonna be Chase Stewart and Dylan Ayler. Row 3, Connor Dudek in the 7 and the 11 of Kenny Hoffman. And our final starting spot here tonight, the 01 of Cody Bodie. Pace truck begins to peel off. Seven sprint cars in heat race number 1, and Tanner Pettit and Ryan Avila, teammates, on the front row. Pace truck moves to the infield. We get ready to fire them off for the first time tonight. Side by side through 3 and 4. On the throttle, green flag is out. Avila down to the bottom, trying to throw a slider. Makes it work for the moment, but Pettit returns the favor. Pettit right up to the high side. These two battling side by side. Now they get nose to tail. Ryan Avila right in the tire tracks through 3 and 4. Both drivers go top shelf. Meanwhile, Chase Stewart working right through that fresh fluff with the inside line has put some marbles on that middle lane. On board with Stewart as Avila and Pettit battle it out once again. These two begin trading sliders. Better be careful, boys. You're on the same team. That makes for an awkward competition meeting. Just ask Martin Truex Jr. Hoffman in trouble. Kenny Hoffman has gone to the pits. Not sure what happened to him, but it looks like his heat race is done. So Pettit and Avila seem to have separated out just a little bit. Tanner getting into the wall through 1 and 2. That allows Avila to challenge right back. Gonna get the white flag this time though. Tanner with a protective line there. Avila staying on the high side. Here they come for the final time off of turn number 4. Pettit, Avila, Stewart, your top 3 here in heat race number 1. Ayler, Bodie, Dudek, and Hoffman round out our heat race, our first heat race. Now let's move on to heat race number 2. Starting lineup for this one, gonna go something like this. On the inside of row number 1 in the 20, that is Aiden Forster. On the outside, that is Ty Schobelock. Row number 2, the 85 of Tyler Schell and the 77 of Dustin Sargent. Wyatt Schuart and Tanner Miller make up row number 3. Big wheel stand out of Aiden Forrester as he pops that front end up. Just checking to make sure that the torsion bars are securely fastened. Hopefully he's got the plugs slash end caps that hold the torsion arms on. Pace truck moves into the infield. Here we go. Forster out in front, Schobelach. Oh man, did he have a run there, almost making contact. Tyler Schell gets to the inside of Schobelach. Slide job city right now here in heat race number 2. Schell has his momentum broken up just a little bit there, but makes a big turn down up off the corner. Forster really starting to pull away from this one as Schell and Schobelach continue to battle. Tanner Miller working his way forward. He's into 4th, maybe looking for some more. Miller to the outside, just keeps that thing wound up. Schobelach down on the bottom. So now Miller into 3rd as he's worked his way around the 17. Forster continues to lead. Tyler Schell in 2nd place, and Miller up 3 spots. Tanner Miller, so far our biggest mover in this heat race. So Miller looking to capitalize on that as Forster continues to pull away. Aiden with a 1.6 second lead gets the white flag one more time around as Stewart has issues on the white flag lap and he crashes onto pit road. Forster, Schell, Miller, your top 3, then Schobelach, Sargent, and Schuart. Move into our warm-up session. As our drivers roll on out, they're going to work this in a little bit. And we're going to step away for a quick break. No one go anywhere. Be right back after this. Sun is setting here at Kokomo as our drivers are in a warm-up session. Take a look at our standings for who has the best lap. Right now, Aiden Forrester on top of that leaderboard. Tyler Shell in second. Third place going to Tanner Pettit right now. Track has slowed down quite a bit. Last time around, these guys were turning a low 12-second lap time. Opening practice, opening hot laps for the night, saw them at a 10.27. Forster with that 11.49 best lap. Last time around, he turned a 12.21. So, good example of how this track is slicking off. For this A main, I think what we're going to see is Sargent peels onto pit road gracefully. For tonight's A main, I think we are going to see kind of what we saw in heat race number 1, just a great battle amongst the leaders as they throw sliders, maybe even a few haymakers from way back way. And of course, somebody's going to end up smacking a tire. You can count on that. Those tractor tires, they move. I've seen it happen. Yep. They will jump right out in front of an oncoming race car. And that poor unsuspecting race car is going to smack it and it's going to hurt. You think iRacing would fix that, but they haven't. Final few seconds of warm-up, and then we roll into tonight's A main. 35 laps here at Kokomo. As that is gonna do it. Waving Willie, I forget what his name is. He's got an official iRacing name. I have completely forgotten what it is. If any of you remember or know, let me know, because it's escaped me. All right, they are taking it to the grid for tonight's event. Let's roll into our starting lineup. On the inside of row number 1, that is the 24 of Tanner Pettit. Row number 2 will be the 20 of Aiden Forster. Row 3 going to be the 49 of Ryan Avila and Tyler Shell on the outside. Sorry, that's row 2. Chase Stewart, Tanner Miller make up row 3. Dylan Ayler, Ty Schoblock for row number 4. Row 5, Cody Bodie in the 01 and the 77 of Dustin Sargent. Connor Dudek and Wyatt Schuart for row number 6. And then Kenny Hoffman, who crashed out in his heat race, got that car fixed up. Here he is, starting 13th spot for tonight's A main. As the field begins to make its way around one more time around before we let him go. Pace truck to the inside. Aiden Forster, Tanner Pettit, Brian Avila, Tyler Schell. Here we go. Green flag is out. '49 tried to make something work on the bottom, but didn't quite get the drive up off the corner. Falls to third. Speed Shop 51 holds on to the top 3 spots. Tyler Schell in 4th place and put Tanner Miller into 5th. Ty Schoblock in the 17, giving chase to the 40 of Chase Stewart. Dustin Sargent and Cody Bodie seem to be going at it. Cody Bodie in the 1, down on the inside lane there. A lot of speed, or I shouldn't say speed, a lot of time can be made up on the inside lane here at Kokomo when this track slicks off. But right now it looks like it's got more than enough grip to support everyone on the high side. Tanner Pettit is our race leader. Talking about Tanner Miller there. Aaron wants to see him lock in a top 13. Gonna be close. Right now he's in a 5th place. Not sure he'll be able to make that top 13 though. Anything can happen, we'll find out. Chase Stewart in the 40, closing in on him, trying to make something happen. Miller looks to be getting off the corner very well. Everyone has gotten a single file, and right now the only car that has really moved up any spots of note, and that is the 11 at Hoffman. Hoffman up 4 spots, and now he is attacking Dylan Ayler. Ayler's sliding up in front of Hoffman. Hoffman had to check up. That's going to allow Schuart to get in on this battle. Hoffman clears Dylan and now sets his sight on Ty Schoblock. Got about a 1.5 second gap to make up. Problems for Dustin Sargent. He is pulled off of the racetrack and onto pit road. Not sure what happened to Sargent. He has dropped out of this race. So Sargent done for the night. Did not see where anything went wrong. Any contact. We very well could have missed it. I do think though he just pulled it onto pit road, maybe some engine issues. He looks to have climbed out of the car and called it a night. On board with Tanner Pettit, looking out the back at Forrester and Avila. Hoffman has managed to get around Schoblock. So Hoffman up to 7th. Hoffman in the 11 having a great recovery after crashing out of his heat race. Hoffman started 13th, got the freebie from Dustin Sargent, but I think he was past Sargent by the time Sargent pulled in. So Hoffman has had to pass all these guys while they were full throttle and running it out. Trying to close in on Tanner Miller, who finds himself in 6th. Chase Stewart, 5th place. Tyler Shell, 4th. So race really top 6, single file. Maybe 7 with Hoffman and Schobelach spread out just a little bit here. Wyatt Schuart, another driver who has worked his way forward. He's gained 3 positions from the drop of the green flag. We've had no cautions so far, and we're down to almost 7 laps to go. So Hoffman and Schuart are 2 drivers who have really been working forward. And caution flag comes out for the 0-1. Cody Bodie clips the tire. Somebody was going to clip a tire sooner or later. Bound to happen. I knew it would. Knew it would. Take another look. Let's go on board. We can watch that tire jump out in front. Just like that. It's that easy. So now Dustin Sargent and Cody Bodie, the 2 cars out of the race. Our first caution of the night, about ready to be wrapped up. Pace truck pulls on to pit road. Pettit, Forster, Avila, your top 3. Then Shell and Stewart round out your top 5. Green flag back out. Pettit with a good launch. That caution was what Aiden Forster needed to try and start mixing it up. Forster and Pettit now begin trading sliders. That caution flag seems to have slowed down the 24 just enough that 20 can keep him busy. Avila in the 49 right there. He might try and start making this a 3-car slide job battle. But final lap, one more time around. Off of turn number 4, coming to the line, it is Aiden Forster. Gonna sneak that one away from Tanner Pettit. So Forster doing a great job. Took advantage of the restart. Kept it tight to the 24 and comes out on top. Go ahead and take a look at the rest of our results for tonight's event. Forster winning, Pettit 2nd, 3rd goes to Avila, Tyler Shell 4th, 5th place Chase Stewart, Tanner Miller ends up in 6th, Kenny Hoffman 7th, 8th place Wyatt Schuart, 9th Dylan Ayler, Connor Dudek 10th, 11th Ty Schobelach, Cody Bodie 12th, and 13th goes to Dustin Sargent. As the fireworks go off, let's talk to our driver who parked it in victory lane. That is the 20 of Aiden Forster. Aiden, nice job tonight.
Yeah, thank you. That green, I wasn't sure if I wanted that caution because didn't know if we were able to time the start, but we timed the start and we were able to get a slider off on him there, and thankfully we were able to not clunk the wall there, and we were able to have a great race with Tanner and great to race with a teammate that good, and I'm happy to get a win finally. It's been a while.
Yeah, one caution slowing this one down, and it looked like up until that point, Pettit, no, I wouldn't say like comfortably in the lead, but you know, all y'all were still chasing him. So that caution comes out, you catch your breath, and now you're timing it to exchange sliders. How do you plan lap 2 of that?
Yeah, there is no plan. We just play each lap by lap. I didn't know if I figured once we got the lap traffic, he pretty much had it locked up because we weren't gonna be able to throw sliders on with the lap cars there. But thankfully that came out, and I felt like we were a little bit better on the long run there. Reeled them in by a few tenths on that long run. Doesn't sound like much, but when we're that close, it is a bunch. But yeah, we were able to get that caution at the right time and dash it out for 5 laps and come out the win.
All right, man. Well, nice job. Shout outs, thank yous. Anything you need to add?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Speedshot51.com, Trackside Collective, Mac Tools, and Tanner Pettit for all the work he puts in. He's the guy that gets us to speed, and can't thank him enough.
All right, that is Aiden Forster, our race winner. Man, nice job.
Thank you.
All right, now let's move on to the driver who brought it home in second place, and that is Tanner Pettit. Tanner, man, oh man, tough break. Dominant car, but come away with second place. Tell us a little bit about your race out there.
It was all right. I felt really good for the first 29, 30 laps, and Aiden kind of got the Merry Christmas gift with the yellow, and I came out with the short end of the stick. Overall, it was a really good race, though, and I'm glad that a teammate was able to bring it home, especially with the top 3.
Yeah, that you know, the top 3, you guys kind of just slotted in there by lap 2. And y'all were running single file, and then yeah, that caution flag came out and really kind of gifted Forster a well-needed shot in the arm. But Tanner, that car looked bad fast and very smooth. What was it like driving around this short bull ring tonight?
Oh, it was absolutely amazing. There's a lot of people who aren't a fan of the new build on iRacing, but once you get your setup styled and stuff, it's an absolute blast, in my opinion. So I can't wait for, I want to say we have 2 weeks left, so I can't wait for those next 2 weeks and see if we can't finish out the season with a couple more wins.
All right, man. Well, nice job. Solid second place finish here tonight. Shout outs, thank yous you'd like to give?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Momentum Swim Sport with Aiden and Ryan, obviously, sticking with me. It's been a great team, proved it tonight. Speedshot51.com, Trackside Collective, Mac Tools with Jimmy P Tools for competition esports, Joey Linger Photography, and Verdict Clothing.
All right, man. Nice job. Second place. Not too shabby.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That is Tanner Pettit, our second place finisher here tonight. But now let's move on to our third and final step of the podium. And that is none other than Ryan Avila. Ryan, congratulations on third place. Tell us a little bit about your race out there tonight.
Yeah, it was a pretty good one from the Speed Shop guys tonight. Just another 1, 2, 3, I guess. But no, we played that pretty good. Had a pretty sizable gap to 4th and 5th, whatever. But yeah, just kind of glad we can go 1, 2, 3 once again.
Well, man, that green flag came out on the restart. You saw the first 2 really trading those sliders. What were your chances of getting up there and mixing it up? Were you laying back, or what was going on in your head?
I definitely was laying back a little bit. The run you get off of 2 and someone throws a slider on you, it's like pretty slow. So if I could set something up in 3 and 4, I was going to try to, but the kind of cut back and forth wasn't going to help me. So no, I was kind of waiting for my chances, see if I can get something out of 2 or into 3. But no, they race pretty well together. We all do, and that Kokomo is a pretty hard track to go 3 wide at. So I snuck my nose in there once and kind of just backed out and let them keep racing. But I mean, I'll take a 3rd any day. That's another podium finish. So.
All right, man. Well, a solid run. 3rd place here tonight. Shout outs, thank yous. Anything you need to add?
I just got to thank Tanner Pettit, Aiden for honestly just sticking together. It's a 3-man team now, so we've won almost everything. Momentum Sim Sport, SpeedShot51.com, Trackside Collective, Mac Tools, Tiltech, and Verdict Clothing for what they do for us.
All right, man. Well, nice job. Once again, 3rd place. Congratulations.
Thank you.
As Ryan Avila, our third place finisher tonight. Now we got one more driver to talk to, and that is our hard charger. And that one tonight goes to the 11 of Kenny Hoffman. Kenny, you got your ears on, bud?
Yeah.
Man, that hard charger award, I wouldn't say everyone is pleased to earn it, but man, you did come from 13th to 7th. Tell us a little bit about your race.
Just surviving in the back when we started. We qualified terribly. Just pretty crappy night, to say the least. No, this build just straight up sucks. There's just nothing fun about it. The way that the cars handle and react, I don't know. It just makes no sense sometimes. So, hopefully they can get the build fixed in time for when all the, competitive racing comes back and qualifiers and pro series and all that stuff.
Well, I'll tell you what, you were able to capitalize on a couple drivers not liking it. It seemed like you liked it better than they did. So I personally haven't been out in this build yet. So sounds like maybe I shouldn't.
No, if I were you, I would stay away from it 100%. You do a great job broadcasting. So I don't know. I would not touch. I mean, obviously, some people have, like the speed shop guys. They're absolutely on rails right now. But just the car itself, it just makes absolutely no sense at all right now. But that's what we get for having a late model guy running the sprint car side on the sim. So
no further comments. All right, man.
But anyway, real quick before you boot me out of here, just thanks to Chad for putting this on, you broadcasting for us, and then all the guys, Nitro Circus Sim Racing, Next Level Racing, Penguin RC, M9 Performance, JRB Designs. We recently added Ty to one of our teams, and he's been kind of stepping up for us and building some sets for us, so we all really appreciate what he does. And yeah, that's about it.
All right, man. Well, nice job on that hard charger award. We got 2 more races to go. We see you in the victory lane here this season.
I doubt it, honestly. I don't run any test laps or nothing. I literally get on at 9 o'clock, and whatever happens, happens.
Perfect. All right, man. Well, nice job here tonight, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week.
Yep, thank you.
That is Kenny Hoffman, our hard charger here tonight. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to do it for us here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Aces Up Sin Sports at Kokomo was an absolute blast. Join us next week as we are at Knoxville. And then our final race of the season, the dirt track at Charlotte. So y'all stay safe and have a great night.